Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We are going to be taking a look at the ICP Internet Computer price chart one more time because we have had extreme price action in the last 24 hours or so, along with the rest of the market. To be honest with you, take a look at this. The whole market is red right at this point. It's literally a sea of red, except obviously for a few stocks. But other than that, I think the market is really taking a huge hit, right? For what reason? Really no reason whatsoever, right? So let's quickly talk about that, and let me show you what I think about ICP here, because there has been a lot of talk obviously that ICP is gonna go as low as something like $5. I'm gonna show you where that is coming from, and I'm gonna obviously show you my take on that. You guys know that I'm super bullish on ICP no matter what. As high as something like $220, this is where I see ICP going for this bull cycle. But you know, it's also okay to look at the other side and see if it's relevant or not. But I'm gonna just go ahead and address that, right? So let's start here with the head and shoulders pattern that a lot of people are talking about here on the internet, where you can see this is probably the left shoulder, this is the head right there, this is maybe you know, the right shoulder and stuff like that. So you can see that ICP has already broken down that neckline right there, and the technical price target for this obviously would be from the very top of the head to the neckline, and you can measure something like a 50% drop. That takes you around something like $5, where a lot of people have been talking about. Now the question obviously is this going to happen, right? To be honest with you, I don't think that it's going to happen that easily, because we still have got like a very major support level, and I'm only going to be taking this into consideration once we lose like this major support level that I'm going to be showing you right at this point. So yes, for now I'm not considering this right at all, because you know, head and shoulders patterns are really one of the worst patterns to trade, right? Really they're trash, right? So yeah, obviously sometimes they work, just like a clock that can be right like 2 times in a day, right? A dead clock, by the way. So let's quickly take a look at this, right? So for months and months I've been screaming on top of my voice, saying that look, this is just a Wyckoff accumulation pattern here on the ICP Internet Computer price chart. And those things, they really take long. Imagine just the beginning of this Wyckoff accumulation pattern until where it broke out of the trading range. Literally took more than 600 days. And yeah, I know a lot of you are saying that, okay, so you've been saying that this is a back test of the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, but it's been 4 months already that you are saying the same thing. Guys, this literally is the logic behind Wyckoff accumulation patterns. They drag out, they do whatever they want to do, but eventually this is the most bullish pattern that you are going to come across in this market, and I definitely think that it is way much stronger than a head and shoulders pattern, really. So yeah, for me right at this point, I will be looking for support levels right around something like $9.50 should we continue dropping here. $9.50 all the way down to something like $8.20 or something like that, or even $8.50 right there. So that range is where I'll be looking for some kind of support to show up here for ICP. Now yeah, it depends on the rest of the market, how we are gonna have, like, if we are gonna continue having a drop, because there is also a likelihood that we could literally have a very boring summer where it's going to be sideways action right on top of this support levels here. So that really is to be later determined, but I think that for now I don't see that scenario where $5 is going to be into play before you just get back to your major support level of the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, by the way. So I'm still looking for that support level there before I can even start concluding other things on the ICP Internet Computer price chart. And I still think that we are still headed to something like, you know, $221. Of course, let's say I'm wrong, right? ICP drops all the way down to something like $5 and still hit the price target of something like $221. That will actually be more than a 40x, right? That's great for me, right? So it's a win-win scenario for me. I don't want the price to fall down, right? It's not a great feeling. Should the price fall down, we have to make the best out of it, right? We have to allocate some capital into ICP. And let me just make this clear, right? If I'm not making it clear, I don't believe in the $5 price target here for ICP right at this point, simply because I still have got a major support level that I'm looking at. Once that breaks down, yeah, maybe I can open myself to stuff like you know, like that. But overall, I still expect something like $221 here for ICP. It was only yesterday I was showing you really what the story of crypto has always been all about, right? Take a look at this. This is Nosana, which I was indicating that in 2 days it managed a 15x, but it dragged all the way down, like dropping 99% in something like I don't know how many days, only for it. I mean, take a look at this. This is really silly, right? the time it takes to drop right there and the time it takes to pump something like 700%. I mean, this is incomparable. This is less than, like, we can say maybe 20% of the time that it took just torturing people here is the time it took to go to 700x. This is the same story that is going to be happening with ICP, in my humble opinion, because we have seen new coins behaving the same way that ICP is doing. It's just that ICP is a bigger market cap, obviously, and people expect it just to do well. This coin is going to be a fantastic one. The project is really one of the best out there, in my humble opinion, and I'm also looking at it from a chart perspective, and I'm saying that, you know what, I've just seen this thing before. Why? Let me actually show you that chart compared to, the Nosana price that I was just indicating a few moments ago, and let's quickly wrap it up with that. Right, so it was Nosana. I think this one wasn't giving us the right thing that we want. We want to take it from Gate.io, right? So take a look at this. So this is Nosana down there. This is ICP. Isn't this thing behaving pretty much the same? This is what happens with 99% of the coins that launch with obviously supply issues. Yeah, ICP wasn't good in that regard, but take a look at this. I won't be surprised one day when we wake up and we see ICP at 200 something dollars. $200, to be honest with you, is even an underestimate, because that doesn't even take into consideration full extension levels and stuff like that. That one is a conservative price target for myself, so that I just don't get too much carried away. But this is what I believe ICP is going to do eventually. It's going to pump, and it's going to pump very hard. Whatever is happening short term, yeah, we can deal with that. We can handle that. We already take that into consideration anyway when we are buying these tokens, because I mean, we already know that this is the most volatile market on planet Earth. So yeah, we'll see what happens eventually, but I'm not looking at that $5 mark. I'm very sorry, but I think that yeah, we have to get supported first. Once we lose the major support level, maybe we can start entertaining that. Yeah, so this is my opinion right at this point. Obviously, remember, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything I say, all right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button and share the video with your friends and family. I'll see you on the very next one. Bye.